Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Today is Friday, the end of the business week, but the start of the real estate week, the weekend. So September 23rd. And today is understanding your why, not just the main why of what you do every day, why you're doing it. What's your why? Why do you get up every morning? Why do you go to work? Why do you work hard? Why do you want to succeed? Why are you watching this video? Why? But why is a very powerful question. And the hard part is getting the real deep down answer of why we do everything. Just kind of like I picture when I put this topic out and I'm kind of going back through some of my notes, it always brings up like when you were a child. When you were a child, or you have children, or when you were a child. I know with my kids when they were younger, why was the number one question all of the time. And what was the answer? They always hated to hear, and you always hated to hear. You know it. Say it with me. Someone says, if your children ask why, what's the number one answer they hated to hear? Just because, or just because I say so. Just because, or just because I say so. Even as a child, we don't want to hear that answer. You don't want to hear that answer from yourself, right? Why am I getting up this early in the morning? Just because I told you so. Why am I going to work every day? Just because. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? Why? And just because is not a good answer. So sit down, take some time out, and start going through all your whys, not just the main one of why you get, well, I'm doing all this to be happier, doing everything I do in life for my family, for security. That's general. Just be more specific. Why am I getting up in this morning at this time? Is this a good time to get up? Why? Why am I getting up at 7, not 6? Why am I getting up 6, not 5? Why am I getting up? What am I going to do with that time? Why am I in real estate? Why do I still have a part-time job and I want to do real estate full-time? Why am I not talking to my people I love around me the most? Why? Just there's lots of whys throughout the day, and I think we avoid them. I think we avoid it, and we're in that just because of our life. I'm getting up in the morning just because I have to get up in the morning. I'm going to work or have this job or in real estate just because I have to have something to earn money. If you're the things of just because to me are never the real things that you love to do. Anything you just because. I get this too. I'm sorry, I'll ruffle some feathers. I always like to ruffle some feathers. I remember when my kids were younger. Now they're adults. They're in their 20s, and I let them make most of their own decisions. Remember, you go to family functions, like holidays stuff. Why are we going over here? Because that's family. Just because they're family, we have to do this. And as the kids get older, and they're turned into adults, if you're a parent and all of a sudden your kids become young adults, your grasp on them of forcing them to do things like children kind of wears off. And then you find out what they are doing, what they want to do with their lives, and they don't do the just because it was you or something you're just because. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, it was kind of confusing, but what I mean by this whole point, let me get this clear, is that you do things every day just because you have to do them. Until you see it in other people, sometimes you don't catch it in yourself. So what I'm trying to say is, like, for a while, why I said ruffle feathers, my holidays and my things that I do personally are totally different now than they were 10 years ago. Totally different. I have a total different view. My why and my personal life is totally different than it was 10 years ago. Because my kids, as they turned older and older and older, in the whys, why do we have to go here? Why do we have to only see these people? Why don't we see this part of our family? Why do we only see, why are these your friends? And why? And then I started thinking, I'm doing the same things just because my parents taught me to do these things. And my whys turned into their whys. And I started doing it more in my personal life. And then I started doing that in my business life. I started asking, why am I doing this? Do I like doing this? Am I only doing it because other people before me did it and this is what everybody else was doing? And in my personal life and the people I spend time with, the people I spend my holidays with, the people, how I view what I do every day, each task of why I'm making a call to an agent, why I'm helping people, why I'm pushing my new agents to do better in real estate when they want to do better. The whys, are totally different today than they were 10 years ago. So that's what I'm leaving you with today. And I know that was a little bit confusing, is that your whys can change. That's the whole point of asking the why question, really understanding your whys, because they might change. They might change the way your trajectory of business life, what you're going to do in your personal life, your relationship with your kids. Why are you doing it? And as that result in the things that you're trying to get to is what you really want. And don't say just because. Don't say it was always because it's tradition. Don't say because my parents did it this way. And let me just bring that up. One more thing. Sorry to keep you longer. I remember this tale, I will say, a story, and it was I don't think it was a fake story, but it was very smart. It was at one time, it was Thanksgiving, and the mother was cooking the turkey, cut the turkey in half and put it on 2 sheets and put it into the oven. And her young daughter asked her mom, why are you doing that? I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing that. That's something my mom taught me to do it. And then again, these are like four generations. So you got mother, and then there was a great grandmother. So going down the line, then the mother asked her grandmother, why she did that. She goes, I don't know. My mother always cut the turkey in half, put it on 2 pans, put it in the oven. Finally, she asked her mother, the great grandmother, why did you teach me to cut the turkey in half and put it on 2 pans and put it in the oven? And she actually said, no. The reason why I did that wasn't I didn't want to do it that way, but our oven was too big or small, or too small in a way to put the whole turkey in. So I had to cut it in half and put it on 2 sheets and put it in. So for years, they just were doing the same thing, but they never knew the why she did it. Why did great grandmother do that? And it wasn't until the granddaughter or the great granddaughter asked her mom, why? I don't know. Why? Just because that's how I was taught. Just because. So if that story makes a little bit of sense, the whole point was going through your why, making sure your whys are not someone else's, that you're not doing things in life just because you have to. Just because it was always done this way doesn't mean that's always a reason why to do it. Sometimes they're the best way to do it because people learned before you, whatever your why is, and they perfected it. Go through it, but you have to analyze it and understand it of why that's happening. Hopefully that made some sense. So that's it for today on a Friday, something to think about for the weekend. And I appreciate you watching this. Appreciate you, all the texts and emails and messages I get from the people watching my videos. Thank you. I enjoy those all the time. Feel free to always send me a text and let me know what you think. And if there's any topics you want me to talk about or go more in detail, I'm always looking for more content, because I'm always, every day, after a while, I'm like, I love any new topic that I might not be covering. I'm always researching and reading and learning, and I want to deliver this to as many people as want to watch my videos. All right, so that's it. Now that's it. Have a great Friday, great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.